Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Fratesi picks it up out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Fratesi. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely spread. Now it's Enrique. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Luis Enrique. And it's Sucic. And Bastoni. Zielinski. Passing nice and neat. Martinez. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Fratesi's cross.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now he's got space here. And that should get the job done. DiMarco goes short. Now the ball. Here's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's quick to get it clear again. Luis Enrique. Aims beyond the defence. There's no flag! Guardiola. Messi. For Valverde. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Fratesi. It's a good ball out wide. He's found the way through. He's on it. Can he get away? Luis Enrique has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Mbappe
has been indicated.
hangs in a cross. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Those of you making their way
Some
home
first
on
half
public
thoughts?
transportation
Well, there's
today,
no way
please
to
watch
disguise the
screen
fact
for
that
train
they've been
departure
poor.
times from all
Not a single
local
shot
major
on goal
stations.
tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Now it's Kane. Camavinga. Guardiola. And it's Valverde. Now it's Messi. Lovely feet. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is
The
slippery.
attendance for this
The
match was
defence, though, able to hold on this time.
60,179.
Now it's Fratesi. Martinez. Played out wide. Pass is just off target. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Valverde. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Substitution.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Eduardo Camavinga. Number 19, Alexander Arnold. Coming on the
Barcelona
field,
are, of course, in a
number
position
9,
to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 4, Son Heung-min.
Zielinski. Now it's Thuram. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Thuram. Now it's Martinez. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Akanji.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Oh, it's in! And surely that has won the day! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Inter Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Chelhanoglu. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Barcelona.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's well spotted. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This could be another episode of the Seho Girassi show, I think, Peter. While he's primarily a poacher, he doesn't really have the composure you need in the penalty area when it comes to his finishing. He's a bit Hollywood or bust regarding that. But when it comes to his general play, he has great composure bringing his teammates into the game. So he just needs to get that clinical edge going.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, well measured. Van Dijk.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Messi. Kane. Played out to the left flank. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Out of play for a throw. It's a goal kick. Driving forward, looking for the run. Gets into some space, and he lines up a cross. Mbappe. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Messi. Spread out to the left. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now the ball in. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. So what can they make of this? Adeyemi. And it's Brandt. Mbappe. Caicedo. Now Mbappe. Can he get away here? No. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, good-looking ball. Girassi! Not the most convincing of passes. Caicedo. time. Excellent interception. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Shot at goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Mikel Oyarzabal. Van Dijk.
The attendance
It's
for this match
Caicedo.
was 60,810.
It's lofted through here, and he's picked it up out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's aimed into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Caicedo. And he was quick to react. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good read, needed to be.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oyarzabal receives it in a wide position. Valverde.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7.
Borussia Dortmund
Joe
can
Bellingham.
now introduce the
Coming
first
on
of
the
their
field
substitutes.
is
Well, for me,
number
this was the
20,
obvious substitution. He'd
Sabitzer.
become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Brandt. Nemecha knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's been slipped through. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And
There
here's
will be 1
Messi.
minute added time.
It's made its way to him. Very nicely done. Quality ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball, good take. Adeyemi takes a shot. Oh, it's in! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 9.
And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutral. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everyone,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
Signal
gorgeous
Iduna
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The Signal Iduna Park located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he's forced to go back. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Trossard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Capier. Now it's Havertz. Trossard. Madueke. Pass is just off target.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
The less said about that pass, the better. Subimendi. Out to the right. Knocks it out wide. And he skips past his man. Robertson deals with that comfortably. Can he get it through? Timber. Mbappe. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
A heavy challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Madueke. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Messi. Now it's Kane, played out towards the right wing. Trossard, strong running down that left flank. Madueke. Now it's Madueke. Arsenal finding their passes. Camavinga. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Messi. Kane. Into the channel. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's got a sight of goal! Akanji. Caicedo.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
it's Kane. And it's Camavinga. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And the ball is out of play. Rice. Messi. And it's Robertson. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Trossard. That's a sharp pass.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Thinks about the shot. Plays it, is shooting! And he hits the net! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Number 14,
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And here's Mbappe. Messi. He's found the way through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Madueke. Now it's Havertz. Havertz! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The div and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
And we come
You
to
look
you
back
now
on the game
with a
then,
quick
Jim.
request for
Barcelona
support
desperately
for our
failing
charity
to
fund,
impose
Chance in
themselves on the
Football.
game.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mbappe. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism, he's got all those properties we expect from South American forwards. And he's also someone who's quite happy to drop back, whether to receive the ball or to make up defensive numbers.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. That was good alertness. Kane shifted it to the flank. Chance here to counter.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Martinez. And it's lofted through here. Valverde. Goes looking wide. Zielinski! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Valverde. Now Mbappe. And here's Messi. And this is Kane. Valverde. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Martinez. Played out towards the right wing. He's getting hounded, really hounded. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Luis Enrique. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
That's very neat. Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bastoni. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And Sucic. Knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away.
62,005.
Overhit and out of play. Caicedo. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's Kane. Zielinski. Akanji. Kamavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. He slings it in. Akanji gets it away. Nicely spread. Luis Enrique.
Substitution for Inter. Number 94. Number 7. Zielinski. Coming on the field.
Caicedo.
Number 9. Thuram. Number
That has not gone
23.
well.
Barella.
All the way back. Bisek. Fratesi. And it's Barella.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is it then, now or never.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Substitution for Inter. Number 11.
Inter Milan making consecutive changes here.
Number 2.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he's picked it up out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Barella. Fratesi. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Kane. Oh, good spread. It's Kane! And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. The action has already started. Aimed beyond the defence. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This could be another episode of the Seho Girassi show, I think, Peter. While he's primarily a poacher, he doesn't really have the composure you need in the penalty area when it comes to his finishing. He's a bit Hollywood or bust regarding that. But when it comes to his general play, he has great composure bringing his teammates into the game. So he just needs to get that clinical edge going.
Girassi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Brandt. Chance to... It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well measured. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now he's off and running. Can he get away here? Played out to the right. Mbappe! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Guirassy. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Son Heung-min. Guirassy. He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Driving forward. And it's Caicedo. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Guirassy. He's had a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Valverde. It's a promising position. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Back into the middle, Messi, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Guirassy. Guirassy takes the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Caicedo. Robertson.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Camavinga. Van Dijk. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And we come to you now with
Some
a quick
first half
request
thoughts?
for support.
Well, simply
from
put,
our
Peter,
World
they
Charity
haven't been
Fund.
good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. Valverde. And here's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Adeyemi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Girassi. Son Heung-min. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
The attendance for this match was
That's a throw.
60,332.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nemecha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Brandt. Now that is tidy, really tidy. That is good alertness. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Messi. Caicedo. Van Dijk. Caicedo. Shifted it to the flank. And this is Kane. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nemecha. And he's forced to go back. Adeyemi. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Flashes it across. Decent chance! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund.
Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Girassi really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
Substitution.
Borussia Dortmund are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And a quick announcement today that
So,
memorabilia
Jim, how do
from
you
today's
reflect
match
on what
is
we've
now
seen?
on sale
Barcelona
in the
could
stadium.
still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. The action has already started. And that is expertly dealt with.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Yamal. And the shot! Son Heung-min going full steam ahead down the left flank. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafinha. And it's Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a throw-in. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think we have another one here who's a member of the Catalan school of total football and the type of player that is very much their speciality. This guy, Fermin Lopez, you have to wonder what it is with them and elite central midfielders. But he's going to be, if everything works out, that is, he's going to be up there with the best of all.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's a throw. Caicedo. Now it's Ferran Torres, out to the right. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Caicedo. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mbappe gets into some space. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Jong. And it's Olmo. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Played out to the left flank. Fermin. Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. That is good alertness. And here's Messi. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rafinha. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Out towards the flank. That's good play. Incoming delivery. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 63 minutes is number 10, Yamal! 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 The attendance for this
So we
match
have
was
our breakthrough.
61,052.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a shade optimistic.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 16.
Barcelona can now introduce the
Coming on
first
to
of their
replace him
substitutes.
is
Well, I think he'll
number
undoubtedly
8,
add more
Pedri.
movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Dani Olmo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Eric Garcia. Now he's off and running. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's Pedri. And it's Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 10, Yamal.
So there's going to be another change
number
here.
11, Rafinha. Coming on the field, number 14, Rashford. Number 6, Gavi.
Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Caicedo. Robertson.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Messi.
There will be
good
3
read.
minutes
That
added
was well
time.
played, well stopped.
And it's Rashford. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And now I'd just like to read
Your
out
reflections
our fan
then,
club
Jim.
members who are
Look, I think a
celebrating their
draw might have been
birthdays.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Borussia Dortmund.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Barcelona! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Barcelona after 5 minutes.
Son Heung-min duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Son Heung-min.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Brandt. Oh, played through for the wide man. Brandt. Lobbed in behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Caicedo. For Messi. Now it's Mbappe. That is good strength. Oh, that's a key interception. Brandt. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And it's made its way to him. Son Heung-min does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Adeyemi. Now it's Girassi. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! In he goes again. Has another go! Sticks it away! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
28 minutes is number 10, Julian Brandt.
Borussia Dortmund grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Swings it across. Girassi. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And that's gone loose. Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Mbappe going full tilt down the right-hand side. Messi. And this is Messi. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And just like that, he hits 50. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Son Heung-min. Can he spark a counter here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And the second half gets underway. Anton. And it's Brandt. Out to the left it goes. Played it again. That's an excellent interception. And he's there to get it away. Schlotterbeck. And here's Brandt. Caicedo. And it's Kane. Mbappe has it in a wide position. That'll be a throw. Delivers the ball. Nemecha is there and he can get that clear.
The
Adeyemi.
attendance for this match was 60,332.
Adeyemi. And this is Son Heung-min. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Messi. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get onto this? It's a goal kick. Valverde looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. He's under a lot of pressure there. And he's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Substitution in progress.
Shifted it to the flank. Son Heung-min gets into some space. Played in by... Big header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitutions taking place.
Borussia Dortmund making another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Brandt. Spread out to the left.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. It's not an especially good pass, that. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional
Just a
manner.
quick request today for everybody
Kane
to
taking
please
in the
kindly
accolades,
remove
having
any
been
cars
named
parked
man of
on
the
road
match.
outside.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. We have already started here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. He rises!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
There's the header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy. And his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he can do a lot of covering and recovering. So being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Modric. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Valverde. Mbappe. He can run onto that. And this is Messi. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way. Oh, they can break here. And it's Rabiot. And here's Rafael Leao. Rabiot. Caught offside that time. Now it's Son Heung-min. Kamavinga. Out to the left it goes. Son Heung-min. Tomori defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's in space and looking for options. He gets big! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Harry Kane!
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Chips it through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Salamakers has it out wide and in
2
space.
added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, there's the clearance. Robertson. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please
On the
make
evidence
sure
of
to
what
watch
we've
the
seen,
screen for an
they're worth their
information
lead.
bulletin
There
from
was
the regional
genuine
police
intensity
department.
and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Still just a single goal between the sides.
Match was 62,005.
Caicedo. And this is Kane, distributed tidily. And this is Messi. Played back in. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Nkunku. And it's Rabiot. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Substitution for Milan. Number 18.
Milan
Nkunku.
choosing to make
Coming
the
on
first
field
change.
is
Well, it looks like
number
they just want to
9,
introduce a new focal
Future.
point to the attack.
Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabia. Rabiot. He's in a great position here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kane. It's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
They've won a corner.
Substitution for Milan. Number 12.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Coming on
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
And it's Messi. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution for Milan. Number 10. Rafael Leao. Coming on the field is number 7. Santiago Jimenez.
Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
There will be 3 minutes
Barcelona
added
can
time.
really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Looking for the run. Now it's Selmakers. And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Hello everybody,
Kane
and
picking
this
up
is a
the
quick
man of the
reminder
match
to let you
award,
know that
and
you'll be
no
able to
surprise
catch
there.
today's match broadcast live on our
Any
club's
reflections
FM
on what you've
station.
seen, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. We have already started here. It's a searching pass. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I don't think you can beat Luke Shaw, Peter, when it comes to players coming good. Having suffered just about every setback imaginable, I'm delighted to see him finally fulfil his potential, especially on that attacking front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, super ball! Oh, shooting chance! Robertson gets it away.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
First quarter of an hour gone. Menu. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That's really well cleared. Messi. Played out to the left flank. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. And it's Son Heung-min. And Robertson. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Kane. No, it's not getting there. Shaw gets it clear. And it's Camavinga. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Plays it in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Akanji. Nicely spread. Now Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maguire. Diogo Dalot. And it's Casemiro. Knocks it into space. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Hello, everybody,
Well, it's been
and
nothing
please
but
join me in
frustration,
wishing
really,
a
Peter.
happy
I think
wedding
the team as a
anniversary
whole
for one of
has
our
to
fan
take
club
more
members.
risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Son Heung-min getting this one clear. Oh, he's played it in low. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Son Heung-min. Now Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. Gets into some space. There's no
The
flag.
attendance for this match was 61,052.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
We've got to be quick to recover this. Shaw defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ahmad. Plays a sharp little ball here. Caicedo. Camavinga. Turns back here, probably the best option. Distributed tidily. Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
It's a throw-in. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Akanji. Now Mbappe. Casemiro.
Substitutions taking place.
Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Messi. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he get it through? Good take, and is he in? And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Security
Barcelona
staff for
certainly
each
had
block.
some good
Please
moments,
report to
Peter.
the
There
staff
were
room
plenty of
immediately.
encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. The action has already started. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This could be another episode of the Seho Girassi show, I think, Peter. While he's primarily a poacher, he doesn't really have the composure you need in the penalty area when it comes to his finishing. He's a bit Hollywood or bust regarding that. But when it comes to his general play, he has great composure bringing his teammates into the game. So he just needs to get that clinical edge going.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. That should get the job done. Distributed tidily. And this is Son Heung-min. That looks a good cross. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Brandt. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Akanji.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Adeyemi.
Oh, really well played.
And that's a good ball. That is a brilliant interception. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Kane. And it's Messi. Well, there's the clearance. Anton. Oh, good-looking ball. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. That's tidy. Robertson simply refused to be outdone there. Cleared without complication. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please report to the staff
Reflections
room
on the first
immediately.
half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Chance for a shot! it's Girassi. Adeyemi. Now there's a front! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Valverde.
The attendance for this match was 62,005.
Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Schlotterbeck can get it clear. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. He's got away. And this is Kane. And this is Son Heung-min. Flings in across.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Number 9, Sergio Girassi. Coming on the field is number 14.
A probing pass.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Numecha. Adeyemi. And it's Brandt. Adeyemi thinks about the shot. Mbappe. And it's Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. And you look back on the game then, Jim.
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind...
Solid! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Valverde. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Son Heung-min. Played in by Son. Big header! Now, who's going to be... That's another chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Kane. Barcelona could counter here. And he was quick to react. Pablo Barrios. And here's Gonzalez. And the finish! And again! Tried the volley, but no.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Valverde. Now Mbappe. And it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Llorente. Mbappe. It's a good run down the right. Messi. Spread it left. Barrios. Molina. Good ball, good take. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Kane. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lenormand. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that is really good tenacity. They've played it short. Llorente. And it's Barrios. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. We've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now now.
So they head in
Please turn
no further
towards the
forward.
screen
The
for a
score here
special
still
presentation
0-0.
featuring our guest performance today.
There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Gonzalez. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Gonzalez. Oh, it's Gonzalez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Valverde. Shifted it to the flank, and it's Son Heung-min. Oh, easy pickings there. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Robertson. And it's Caicedo.
The attendance
Just about
for
up
this
to the
match
hour
was
now.
98,004.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no, that was never going to make it. No breakthrough, and well into the second period, it is still anyone's game. Llorente. He's in a great position here. Now it's Solon. Can he finish? Mbappe. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Kane. Lenormand wins the duel this time. Now it's Solot. Spread out to the left. Can he get it through? Gonzalez! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Messi. And he whips it in. Longley clears it away.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves off.
Tries a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's hoisted clear.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that's a throw-in. Longley. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that
There will be
simple.
3 minutes added time.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
Now it's Simeone. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! And that may well be that. That is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add
Just
to
a
the
quick
scoreline in
announcement.
the
We'd
end.
like to inform you that CCTV
The
is
end of the
now in
game.
operation for your
Reflections?
safety.
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
I'm
Leverkusen
your commentator, Peter
against
Drury, and
Barcelona.
providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. It's a promising position. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think this fella, Alex Grimaldo, is about as attacking as a modern-day fullback can be. And the game has changed to really suit that for many a fullback in the modern game. Once upon a time, fullbacks would generally hold their position, but now they're given license to get forward and make crazy runs, even into the box, getting in centre-forwards positions at times.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Terrier. Garcia knocks it out wide. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's cut it out. Son Heung-min. And it's Van Dijk. And Robertson. Messi. Son Heung-min. Looking for options for movement. And this is Kane. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Number 8, Harry Kane.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Grimaldo in acres of space out wide. This looks promising.
Chance! Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Terrier, and he's managed to get free. Terrier. Oh, that's nice. Ball comes in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's being urged to shoot. Thinks one through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. 1-0 the score. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And here's Messi. Messi's cross. He's going for goal! Grimaldo.
Bayer Leverkusen really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Mbappe. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Well played. Important challenge, that. Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. Tries the cut back. It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Grimaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football.
Gets his head on it! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min going face-to-face with his great rival. Yep, it's a corner.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 35.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are set.
He gets big! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, nice touch. And it's pulled back. Terrier!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 10. Number
Well,
11.
there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 13. Coming on the field.
Look, there has to be more
17.
urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
Now he's
faster.
off and running. Well read, nice interception.
Number 23.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Looking to play him in.
Bayer Leverkusen really can only do one thing now, Peter.
2
Get the
added
ball
minutes
up
has
front,
been
make sure it
indicated.
sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence, and it's made its way to him. Camavinga. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Kane voted
Please be
man of the
reminded that
match,
drinking
and
is only allowed
deservedly
in the
so.
areas shown on this map. Thank you very much.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. They've played it short. Has a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Messi, and Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the finish! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Caicedo. And it's Messi. And here's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Son Heung-min Pass it out wide and in space. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Out of play for a throw. Important interception. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Mbappe! Clayson. He's a sharp little ball here. Delaney.
There will be one
There's the
minute
clearance.
added time.
The final seconds now. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And if you do have
How's
a
the
chance
first half
today,
compared
please
with your
take some time out to
expectation?
give your
I think
support
they can
to
be
our
very
Venice
happy with the
Stadium front.
flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Clayson. Distributed tidily. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. It's a good foot in there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Robertson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Clayson. To Delaney. Clayson. Throw in. Akanji. Van Dijk. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Delaney. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Delaney was in no mood for any of that. Can he get it through? Now, great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's been taken short. Flings in across. Akanji getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other. Chance!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Messi. Good ball, good take. Knocks it into space.
There will be 1
And
minute
into the
added
grateful
time.
arms of the keeper.
There's nothing more infuriating.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, if this was a game where
everybody,
both
and
sides
this
played
is a
to their
quick reminder
strengths,
to
there
let
could
you
only
know
have been
that you'll
one
be
winner,
able to
but
catch today's
ifs don't
match
count in football.
broadcast live on our club's FM station.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely spread. Now it's Mbappe. Madwike. This is promising. He's gone for goal! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Caicedo. Robertson. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kane. It's a good ball out wide. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Lovely. Now then. There's the shot! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Trossard. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Minutes gone. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Valverde.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Caicedo puts his foot on the gas. Messi receives it in a good position here. Zubimendi gets across to intercept that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is a great pick out. It's a promising position. Crosses it in. Climbs up big! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Zubimendi. And Gabriel. Havertz.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in space and looking for options. Now here's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Van Dijk. Spread it left. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And it's Robertson. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Incapuyi. Trossard has created one goal already. Subimendi. Trossard. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's found a way past. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's in a chance for a shot! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce. They were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Arsenal are having a ball here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And it's Son Heung-min. Early ball. Up he goes! And that has faded wide.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 5, Incapié. Coming on to replace him is number 33.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Timber. Short changes him with that pass.
Added minute has been indicated.
And he welcomes it in. Subimendi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Dijk makes the interception. And that's it. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's managed to get free.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Cherki. Now it's Semenyo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Valverde. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And it's O'Reilly. Son Heung-min. And it's Valverde. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, played right into his path. It's Son Heung-min! Son Heung-min! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Akanji. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Can he get on to this? It's a goal kick. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Barcelona... And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
O'Reilly clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
comes in! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Robertson. Lovely pass. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Oyarzabal. Cleared without complication.
Was 96,628.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he goes cross-field, and it's Son Heung-min. That has been cut short. O'Reilly. Oh, it's played into the area. And he gets rid in a hurry. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cherki. And he welcomes it in. Has a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Camavinga. Camavinga being hunted in packs.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Bernardo Silva. Haaland is onto this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Son Heung-min taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Stay seated during the match.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Decent chance! Goal! PSV! There is the breakthrough. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 19.
PSV gain their reward with an early goal. Van Dijk. Caicedo. Akanji. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Robertson. It's Van Dijk. And he goes cross-field. Looking for the run. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Valverde has it out wide and in space.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Spread it left. Mikel Oyarzabal. Messi. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's beaten the last man. Shoots! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
22 minutes is number 21.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Barcelona really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Son Heung-min. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Played out towards the right wing. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Short changes him with that pass. Caicedo. Mikel Oyarzabal out to the right. Oyarzabal. This looks promising. And he decides to cross it. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. That is good alertness. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mikel Oyarzabal looking understandably energised after his goal. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Caicedo going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good spread. Aimed beyond the defence. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Nicely shaped ball. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 54 minutes is number 7, Eduardo Camavinga.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Caicedo. And it's Messi. Valverde. It's anyone's ball now. Messi. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
After 63 minutes
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Substitution for PSV, number 20.
PSV can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Spread out to the left. Aimed in towards the centre. Surely now! Caught offside that time.
Substitution for PSV, number 34. Coming on to replace him is number 31.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caicedo. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution for PSV, number 10.
PSV making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Camavinga. Mikel Oyarzabal. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Valverde. For Messi. That's tidy. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, this looks sharp. Distributed tidily.
There will be
5 minutes to add. Oyarzabal puts his foot on the gas. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Played out to the right. Oh, that's nice. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. Quick look, then plays it in. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Ask you all to kindly stay seated.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's Son Heung-min! Just too much, fractions.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a six.
Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Robertson. It's Van Dijk. Robertson. Caicedo. And Akanji. Caicedo. Mikel Oyarzabal. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Played out to the right. Looking for options for movement. Akanji gets good distance on it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Crosses it in here. And it's hoisted clear. That's gone for a throw-in. Cross into the box. Climbs up big! They've scored! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
After 30 minutes is number 12.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Son Heung-min.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Son Heung-min.
This is actually quite a courageous move.
Chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Son Heung-min, distributed tidily.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Takes aim, gets his head on it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Son Heung-min certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. Caicedo, looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Camavinga. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's a really well-measured ball. Oyarzabal. Now, what about a counter-attack?
The attendance for this match was 97,559.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Caicedo. Now Mbappe. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is it then, now or never. Takes a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
An instinctive delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Caicedo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Your entry tickets at hand, as it's time
Your
to
final
announce
thoughts,
today's
Jim?
winning lottery
Barcelona
numbers.
must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a healthier respect for this opposition now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.